Okay, so check this out, people. We're here after the police, the debauchery. How you call that? How do you call that, Sam? Debauchery. After the police, success with police yesterday, and Maman calling police. That was called for. Sam, let's go. Let's go. I need to buy new thing. So we're talking about our sub personalities, sub identities, such as alcoholic, such as a liar, all the negative ones. So let me ask you, Sef, дайте я спрошу, как ты думаешь, any organism, любой организм, любая структура, даже not a live one, imagine a country as an organism, right? What is its main purpose? To survive. So an ant wants to survive for as long as he can, healthy, right? So let's say you have a depressive screw up inside of you, a depressive,
that wants to survive as well.
He's a parasite. He's an organism. He's a leech. He's a worm that's eating you from within, not literally. Maybe people think there's like a literal worm inside of you. It's not. I'm not speaking literally. It's a metaphorical analogy. So it's like an organism, like a monster, demonio, demon, dark demon. He wants you to suffer. He loves me because he gets energy from that, and he wants to survive at all costs. He doesn't want you to put him to sleep, and you cannot kill him because he's in your every chromosome, every DNA. Even 7 years from now, when all your cells are going to be renewed, because 7 years from now you're not going to have one cell of your body that you have now. You'll be a completely new person. You know that, right? Yeah. So even then he will transmit to all your new cells. It's like a cancer that we all have, and we have cells in us that are cancerous. So if we don't watch what we do, for example, ride in the sun too much, eat toxic shit, smoke, drink, then we potentiate cancer to conglomerate, aggregate, and multiply, because our immune system is going to fail to detect it and nip it at its very beginning. Every cell it wants to detect and kill. Don't let it spread like those little thieves running the streets. I heard that example. If there's a thief or two, we have a group of 2 thieves, whatever, that's part of society. But if these thieves team up in a gang, see, that becomes an issue. Then they can wreak havoc on society, right? And if the gang teams up into multiple gangs under a common heading, and they design something antisocial, like to overthrow the government and like fight for Texas independence, well, that threatens the United States. So that needs to be recognized early, otherwise revolutions happen, and no country wants to be dead and changed, right? But yeah, sometimes it's needed anyway. So once you start having these thoughts, like for example right now, give me a measure of your involvement from zero, completely like zombie, like last night you were zero. You were completely frozen. You had zero involvement. You could not even come back, right? Right. So to a point where you engaged, laughing, and you're like into something wholeheartedly, which sometimes happens, and I love it, and I see old Sam. So what is your involvement right now, from 0 to 100?
Say like 20.
Keep
20,
going.
30.
Okay, so you are only 20% here, and you are 80% controlled by that monster in the past, most likely, because you like to be in the past, right? So what were you thinking about? For 80% of you is thinking about, let's do one right now. What are you thinking about?
Mama calling police on us.
See, why do you think that?
Because it happened last night.
Okay, but why did you start thinking about that all of a sudden? Why? Why did it come to you? Let's go paddle that way. Давай. You're only paddling 20. You're living right now with 20%. You're using your resources only 20%. Because 80% is that monster. Right. So, what made you think about it? Let's go. Get to 30.
Maybe think about it because it happened yesterday.
Okay, but why did you start thinking about it? Okay, it happened yesterday. Well, what made you think about it?
The fact that maybe what I was doing was wrong or not.
Okay, but that's not what triggered it. There's a trigger and there's a craving. So you have a craving, that's like an alcohol or any drugs. Trigger, craving. You crave alcohol. Something has to trigger you. Trigger could be subconscious. Craving is always conscious. You crave alcohol. So what triggered your thought about mama calling police?
The fact that she's done that before.
So the fact that she did it before triggered you to think about it?
Yeah.
How did that work? How what she did before made your brain think about it? You remember what you did before? What triggered you to think that?
Something in my subconscious maybe.
When you're gonna watch this the video, it'll tell you what triggered because it's in the movie. Something happened and it triggered it. So notice it. Don't get triggered. We were in rehab, and I'm like, man, it'd be nice. Imagine a nice glass of Black Label right now with the one rock of ice. Fuck, everyone goes, no, I like mine neat. No ice. And the guys, no, I like two. I like 2 cubes. And yeah, I like one. So you still have that taste. I like mine on the rocks and everything because we're all alcoholics. Oh, we're triggering each other. Oh, that's beautiful. Like masochistic. Sam, смотри, you're not controlling yourself. So please, let's control because I am basically dangling next to you. Let's purposefully move forward. Purposefully, like with, смотри, I'll show you exactly with some passion. So you don't know what triggered it, right? Well, use your brain. Remember. Maybe it was something I did or said. I'm your trigger, and I'll do this on purpose. I am your trigger in many cases right now. You're with me, so I may trigger something in you. Maybe something I said.
The hospital again?
I didn't mention hospital recently. So your memory is right now not working.
Yeah.
But I remember what I said. I said, the movie, hello, and we're here after this police debauchery. And that's what I said, and then you started thinking that. And now you don't remember what triggered it, but your monster is on. And it's still on right now.
Yeah.
Right. What's the percent right now?
20-ish.
So it's still, no, tell me exactly, no ish. Give me a number, so we can say if it's 21 or 23. 20. Okay, so there's several options. Let's see which one is going to be the most useful. I can get upset like last night and say, you know what, stay in there and just pedal away from me. And you're just going to linger in that 20, and then it's going to get to even, you're going to become even less alive. You're going to get down to 10, and last night you were at 0. Like you were suicidal. Or I should say you had suicidal thoughts. Not that you're gonna do it. We say this in a video so people have to understand. People can have suicidal thoughts. They're not actively planning it. They just have those thoughts. I had them for 4 years. So no one needs to get alarmed 8-9 months from now and call someone, because this is gonna be seen next summer, if ever. Right?
Yeah.
So do you think that's gonna work?
No, it won't.
Right. So your monster right now wants you dead. Do you want to die? No, obviously not. So let's figure out a way so we can nip that monster and make him go to sleep so you can live up. Otherwise, what you do is you're waking up my angry monster, my Adolf.
Yeah.
and I get fucking furious, like last night, and it directs me to hurt you. So now I am you wake up a beast in me that wants to hurt you. Then I remember all the shit you did to me, and then that brings up my monster, and then I become 20% alive and 80% furious. So do you need that combination? You're 20% alive and 80% frozen, and I am 80% furious, on fire, but bad, but like toxic fire that wants to burn everything. Fury, fire, huh?
That's right.
So do you want to trigger that in me? Hopefully not. So let us figure this out. How do you, me, let's help each other. You're right now at 20, even still at 20, right?
Yeah.
It's not moving.
It's not moving.
It's like the numbers, see how it's very difficult because you don't get like simple analogies. It's when I say it's not moving, I mean the number is not moving. Right, so try to understand when I speak, because I speak sometimes a little metaphorically. The number is stuck at 20.
Yeah.
Right, so how do we move it to 30? The scale of aliveness, of being present in the moment. How do we do that?
Keep paddling.
Does that work?
No.
Okay, so that...
I'm keeping you here.
Yeah, but it's keeping you at 20, and we know 20, if we don't fix it, and we don't make it 30, 40, 50, and then snap you out of this thing, it's just gonna continue. This is gonna be your first, it's already a second or third episode of the day. Right, so that high is a 20. So then let me hear your plans. How do you want to nip it? Because you're thinking about them. Do you want to go to them?
No.
Why not?
They're toxic.
How do you know that? Maybe they're not.
No, I didn't know that I would. I don't want to say it sounds bad, but
I'm sorry. See, there you go. No, you gotta, again, good fury will unfreeze that shit. It'll burn that. He will, that eyes that you feel, that misery. You need fire. That's energy of fire. You need fury, life. Energy of fire, light, and then love, fire. I forgot there was one other. So you need fire. I don't want to say it. No, say everything. You have suicidal thoughts. Anything goes.
God, I fucking hate them.
Okay.
All of them.
What about? How does that relate to what I'm asking? Is it relating? I'm not sure. What made you say that? I'm curious. Is that what you wanted to tell me from before? That you fucking hate them? That's not hate. I fucking hate them. That's not hate. That's just like, it's like lame whatever. Fucking hate. That's not how you hate. You just, it's like a monster tells, come, давай. That monster tells you, hey, tell this guy, because you see, your monster that wants you dead, the suicidal, depressive monster hates me, because I want to put him to sleep. He hates to be deactivated. He's a vampire. He needs to suck blood. He needs his victim, so he hates me. So he says, hey Sam, tell him that you hate them, but just say that. Maybe he'll let go, and I'll just linger here at 80% power and suck you dry for the next day of your life. So that's him talking. You follow me?
Yeah.
Yeah, because a real hate is not like that.
Hate is passion.
Yeah, you have to hate with passion. That's called hate. You should hate them, but you don't, but inside your monster is making you love them. So you love them, and that's what creates this dissonance.
Tear.
Huh?
It's tear.
Tear?
Yeah, tear.
Like a ripping. Yeah, like it's conflict, because your monster is making you love the other monsters that he teamed up with, and he makes you hate the ones who are here to support and be your friends. So you love your enemies, that you're real horrible people in your life. And then you know you have to hate them. It's like, yeah, I love cigarettes. I mean, I hate that I smoke, but I love cigarettes. It's the same thing. Yeah, I hate cigarettes. No, you don't. You love them. Yeah, you're right. I do love them. But I hate that I smoke. I got emphysema. I can't breathe. I hate that, but I do love the smoke. Hey, it's like I can't wait to leave the office and light one up. I say, well, I tell you, I would light one up with you, but that's where it comes. So, how do you fix this right now? What's the number right now?
20.
Still, you see, you choose for it to be stuck. Let's смотри, Sam. You going that way, and I'm here. Is that on purpose? Then why are you like that? See, this is difficult because he doesn't want to let go. He wants mommy. He wants mommy. I tell you, one way to do it is to go back and stay there for a day and fuck with them. And come back. He's scared of that. That's one way to learn to have them in your life and not flip. They'll trigger you a lot. See, that put you down to 15. That's even worse. The monster is 85 now, right? That stressed you even more, right?
Yeah.
So you don't think you're ready for that. Okay, so you're not ready. You had a near drowning episode, and I'm taking you to a deep end. Okay, you're not ready for a deep end yet. Okay, let's stay here in the shallow water. How do we, because if you're gonna freeze like that there, you may never go out of there. You may just freeze there, and then we lose this. You never come back. And I'll now see you either dead, or in 5 more years, or in 10, or never. Those are options. If you get frozen completely and don't come back, which that's a real threat, right?
Yeah.
Right? That's what you're afraid of. That you're just gonna freeze and not call, and then I'll just say fuck that guy, right? That can happen, right?
It's a possibility.
Right, it's a possibility. So if that happens, what are the options that stem from that? One, you just stay in your miserable depressive state and just be like you were, and that it may linger for another year or another few months, and then you may come out of it and live the life like they live it. You'll be like them, undepressed, but like them, like you were. Do you like your life how you had it when you were not depressed with them?
No.
Why not? I mean, you didn't want to go back to my life, and you were fine for these 5 years. Analyze this for a second. For these 5 years, you were only depressed maybe a year, more or less, or 2, whatever. But 2/3 of the time, or 3/4, you were okay. All right? You were chippy. I spoke to you like you were doing one-arm pull-ups. So it seemed like you like it.
Maybe I wasn't doing that to show off to you.
No, but let's be sincere. Let's be sincere. Did you like that life? Sincerely. Like, oh, I'm not like,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
Right. So that's your life. I like
Not
my,
anymore.
but once you feel better, you would want that life again. Because my life is like a hospital. It's a boot camp. Yeah, it's great, but to live I live in a boot camp. I chose my life to be a boot camp. For me, it works. But clearly, it has not worked for anyone yet. For more than a month, 2 months, or intermittent visits for a year to Nastya. And she loved me, and she still does. Always will. Like all of my honeys, they adore me. They can't get enough of me, only subconsciously. Now, what makes you think that you'll be able to withstand this boot camp once you feel better? Because boot camp right now is like a hospital to you. It's great, it's helping you. But once you get better, you get your own energy, which is what happened last time. Давай, вставай. Let's go. Let's pedal. What makes you feel like you're not gonna go back? Because you like that life. Okay, so see, huh?
There's a possibility that.
Okay. So then we should make an agreement. Let's just see. It becomes difficult for me because I cannot be emotionally attached to you. You're just like a patient. I have to treat you like a patient. And that's difficult. So I recommend you go back to them. They love you. Because you have to also understand that if you're in therapy, that's why patients pay. And you know, you pay a doctor $200 an hour, normal 3, or sometimes even 1,000. And you're in a hospital, and it's your life. You really become motivated, but you don't seem to be that motivated.
How so?
How so? Because I have that feel that you're just okay. It's like that. Yeah, I may leave. No, if you may leave, then leave now.
No, I don't want to leave.
See, okay, so let me share with you how this works. When a person says I don't want to, I want, я хочу, я не хочу. Мамины три мантры. Дай, купи, хочу. Я хочу, I want, I don't want. This is a baby that's 3 months. Oh, I'm sorry, baby that's 3 years or 4 years old. Я хочу это, я хочу то. Купи вот это мне, дай мне вот это, я хочу. Я не хочу это, не хочу кушать, я хочу спать, я хочу. Это все bodily functions. Мне холодно, мне жарко, я голодный, я хочу кушать. Хочу. И это bodily and emotional desire. So я хочу, я не хочу. Okay, well, it's not all about what you want or not want. You have to do it. You're right. So if you feel that you may leave me in a month or 3, then go now. I don't know how to do this without emotional attachment to a person, never mind my son. So if you don't feel like you have that in you to be committed to me for the rest of your life, like any son should be, like I have always been to you, always, never gave up on you, and still not giving up on you, but I cannot invest in you're sadistic without trying to, because you are also that leech that sucks people. You don't mean to. That's your program, and that program, it's destructive to you, because you know you torture people with your existence. Like the guy said, you become unbearable. They hospitalize you. Помнишь?
Yeah.
Sadhguru, yeah, they just chain you. Okay, so if you can't promise to me, and I'm saying solemnly, say I promise on my life. No. Hold on, I see you already. I want you to feel it, because you're already lying. Don't just see what I'm saying. You have to promise. You have to swear to me on a daily basis that you will never ever leave this relationship. You don't have to live with me. You don't have to even talk to me on a daily basis unless it's called for. But you like Dedushka Naumf, at least he never leaves like that. He always has, is, and will always be in my life, even with them diapers that he doesn't like. So if you can't promise that to me, and I mean, like, you'll say whatever because you don't want to go there, but then once you get better, you may go. So why do I have to invest in someone who's can't even commit, and I mean sincerely commit, and saying, oh, I feel guilty? That's why you feel guilty, because you know you can't commit. So you feel right now that you're using me, and that drives you even further into this darkness. Because fuck, man, how does he take me? Because I've betrayed him for 5 years. Not a fucking phone call, not a word. Not only that, I bashed him, I cursed him, I disrespected him, I was viciously, obnoxiously rotten to him, and now he took me back and he hugs and kisses me, and I'm a fucking mess that promotes his desire to take me to the hospital. Not the only one, by the way. They also wanted to take you there, because you really push people to want to hospitalize you. You have that, right? Yeah, it's that monster in you. He wants you out of this, out of the system. He wants you hospitalized, sick, and then ultimately dead, because this is killing you. Because your body can only take so much. Look, it's already ripped on front. It's like a sign. Look, I am all ripped with pus. Right, so it's true. So then, Sam, you need to, you yourself, you, Sam, need to take responsibility and make people around you believe that you're not a fucking betraying traitor, and you run at the first, like you see, like you run from them. It's the same thing you did to them, as bad as or as good as they are. You don't want to go back. That's treason. Of course, should be fine going back. You don't want to call them either. Right, but they are what I was 5 years ago. So you did that to me too. So you do that when you're
that they are what you were.
They are now to you what I was to you almost 5 years ago. 4.5 when you left. You did not want to go back to me. You did not want to call me. Nobody forced you to, because they're not like me. So yeah, quit him. Yeah, he's an ass. Easy. So you were supported by a shit system, and you were shit. Here you are shit. Yeah, you're still shit, but I'm not a shit system, because I want you to stay in touch with them and actually have a capability of being there, and say, hey, that's my house too. I stay here, and I tell you all, and I'm gonna call daddy from here. Check me out. So that will promote them to kick you out, like yesterday. Mama will kick you out after you walk around and talk to me and instill your ways. Buy a fucking lock and lock your door so no one can get in. You can do that. Mount a lock on your door so they cannot take your phone away. It's always with you. You lock your door. You hold the key, but they cannot get to you, right? You can do all that stuff. Call and she may not let you do that. You cannot put locks in my. Well, no, I have my privacy. You may take my phone away. Then I cannot call father. I can't call anyone. No. You can see. She can manipulate that. But you don't have to.
Just like it's her house.
Exactly. No, it's your house too. So you see, you need to be able to do all that. Otherwise, if you feel like you will leave me, and you feel like you may, in a year or in a month or in 3, and abandon me for another 5 years, I am not a person who likes these abandoning in exercises every few months. That lasts every 5. So next time I'll see you when I'm 55 and you're 25. Sure, that's nice. After a failed relationship or none, maybe a kid. That's not likely, because you ain't having no kids like this. What woman want to be with you? No one. And you don't want just any woman, because you can get any woman you want. According to you, you had 25, but that's nothing to you. That's like 0, because you don't even seem proud of it.
No.
Right, which is pretty amazing, because most young men at 19 have to have slept with 25 women. That would make them, hey, listen, I've been around. I know sweethearts. I know women. Nah, to you it's just like you actually feel shameful, which I love. What? You feel ashamed, rightfully.
Yeah.
You should be. That's not the number you should be bragging about. Like me. Oh, check me out. I've lived with 44 women. I do the same. With the only difference, why am I proud of my 44 and you're ashamed of your 25?
Because yours were sincere.
And yours were not. How do you tell?
That's the first sign of you wouldn't bow down to anybody who knew what you wanted to do. And you wouldn't tolerate their shit.
I wouldn't tolerate their shit. No, you didn't want to tolerate their shit. Oh, did you tolerate their shit?
Yeah.
How?
Just to get sex, I would just kind of whatever, just be there and do whatever.
It's called inversion of dominance in evolutionary literature. You inverted your dominance. You let her dominate you just so she give you some.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she gave you, it's called, not a praising sex. It's called a sex that you, I forget the word, when you not compensate, but rewarding sex, something like this.
Yeah.
She rewarded your behavior with sex.
Yeah.
So you inverted your malehood to get rewarded with sex. That's how they word it in evolutionary literature. Rewarding sex. Вознаградительный секс за инверсию доминирования. Это так наука говорит об этом. Красивые слова. Инверсия доминирования. You know what that means? Well, we dominate them. We are dominant. Males dominate women. We're bigger. We're stronger. But to get sex, we need to invert that. So we need to become dominated. So they will like that, and they'll praise that, reward that with sex. Because if you're gonna be rough, like me, most will not give it to you. They'll just go because, whoa, he's so rough. Why I gotta try and satisfy his ways? Because he's so demanding. And if I don't do it, he'll just tell me go. No, that's not reliable for me. I want to do my little thing. I want to be capricious. I want to be, a diva. And I want them to run around after me. And there's a bunch of them like that. There's Sam, there's a bunch of Mikeys, and a bunch of the beach. Yeah, I'm just gonna go wiggle my butt, and they all run. This motherfucker don't run. Well, I don't know. No, that's too difficult. I have too many different options. Had she been here right now, like I put them on this board, oh, then they become quiet. And then they become very quiet. Say, if you're gonna speak, we're gonna just stay here until you come down, because I don't want to go back. You're gonna be on these waves. Or maybe you want to just swim around a little bit, and maybe I'll just pedal away, just let you chill out a little bit. Whoa. And if she's not a good swimmer, and if she's African Americans, they don't swim well at all. That usually calms them down. I did that to Destani. I said, Destani, you want to talk to me this way? You're in the wrong place, sweetheart. You're in the middle of the ocean on a paddle board. If I don't like the way you speak, out you go. I'm not gonna abandon you, but I'm gonna make you chill out. Oh, they become sweethearts. Because they're scared. They're really scared of this. But they're nasty. All right, take me back. I say, no, I won't. What do you mean? I said, take me. I said, you're gonna talk like this, you're gonna stay here till tomorrow. And I have all day. I want to make sure that you get this lesson. You never talk to me this way. Ask me nicely. Say, hey, tears ain't gonna work either on me. Gotta be nice. So she tried dominating like a male. You cannot dominate a female dominating a male with the maleness. No, that's stupid. I have to become a female. Then she tried a baby thing, like a little girl, a little baby. Said, that shit ain't working either. Now you have to become a woman. A sincere, loyal, beautiful, humble woman. Okay, I'm sorry. You're right. I'm really scared. Can you please take me back? I said, well, see, now we're talking. Now I'll take you back. That's what I do. Because they're like you. Only you're quiet. So Sam, let's see this. Because if you feel like you will leave me in a year, this needs to be addressed. That thought alone can make you sick, because now you feel like you're sabotaging me and you're using me, and you're very sensitive to that. So you're gonna eat yourself alive for that, because you know you don't deserve to be here. Like literally, you do not deserve to be here being this way. You have to be like ecstatic. Dad, man, I love you that you took me. You know, you extended your hand when I needed it.
I do love that.
Yeah, but you say, but you don't. You want to go back to them. You miss them. So then you should go back. You do love it, but I do love it. No, you don't. I don't see it as much as I. Exactly. See, I'm right. That's what makes you fall down. Let's go back.
Wanna go back?
Yeah, let's do it. This is a good conversation. Seriously. Be back after these messages. That's my son, who I love. But this is depression, suicidal ideations, and it has to be fixed. Depression with suicidal ideations is not something that we condone or like or recommend to have. it does not come highly recommended. I recommend putting it to sleep. You can never get rid of it. I have a monster in me living. I see this shit, that triggers my monster, and my monster ain't gonna get me depressed. Oh, I have a tool. It's called fucking fury, blood. I can call him on a whim. Something that people cannot do. Can you call your fury monster on a whim?
No.
Well, then tonight I'm gonna take you to the. I'll call you an Uber unless you do it right now.
How do you do it?
This is now you have 10 seconds to do it. Otherwise, I'll call you an Uber. You have to figure this out on your own, just like I did mine.
I fucking hate them. Sincerely.
That's at least he's not saying how you do it. Okay, see, that's a start. That's all. Like the
No, it's not all.
like the artist comes and says, "That's all you can give me." This few little claps.
No,
Do
it's
you
not.
are you enjoying yourself? Yeah, that's it. Put
No.
your hands in the air. So let me hear. How do you call your fury monster? That's a monster, but you need him.
How do you call him?
You just did it, but that was okay. But I'd give you maybe like a C+. But at least you did it. You turned in your homework. Because right now you're just not turning in the homework at all. You're not getting any grade. You're failing without even trying. Okay, so I'll call you an Uber.
No need, please.
Well then, you have 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 1.
I fucking hate them. Sincerely, I don't want to be with them. I want to be with you. Is that okay? Please. I do not want to be with them. Do not send me an Uber there.
See, it's better that you're doing something. You're just scared that they'll send you there. But you're not sincerely hating them. You're not sincerely feeling, and I'm not saying that you have to hate them. You love them, and you should love. That's your mother. You have to hate what they do.
Hate their actions.
Yes, and not hate their actions. The reason why you're depressed right now is because you want to go back. And once you're there, let me tell you what will happen. You're gonna get depressed because something will happen, and I won't take you back. And then you're gonna get even more depressed, and it just spirals out. Yeah, and you know that. It's always brighter in the other. Oh shit! If I can only go back. Well, shit! If I can only go back again. And because the problem is not where you are, it's you. You're the problem. You have a monster in you that you don't know how to control. But it's a lot of the control, like poking your head. That's the control. You stop poking your head. You can exert some willpower. So let me see the monster again.
I fucking hate them. Sincerely, I do not want to go back. I don't want to leave you.
See, okay, but do you understand? You have to go back soon.
And prove that I can be there. Fine.
Yes, and prove that you can love them. Prove that you can hatingly love them or lovingly hate them. This is what I do to learn, because you can't hate your mother. You're chromosomally incapable of that. That's why it's driving you crazy, because you cannot detach her actions from herself.
That's right.
That takes a skill. That's why I'm smiling. And watch, ask me to call my monster.
Call your monster.
Бля, ебал я суку ебаную эту в рот. Она мне сына, блядь, угробила, ебаного, блядь. Ебал тебя, ее и всех. Всех ебал. И себя ебал. И папу моего дохлого ебал. Тут осторожней, потому что вот проблемы с папой. Потому что как можно дохлого ебать? Папа, я тебя люблю, но ты меня понял. Потому что ты здесь тоже выебывался, блядь, пока здесь был. Поэтому пока ты здесь, блядь, я тоже ебал. А теперь тебя люблю. Понял, бля, как я вызываю?
Yeah.
I want you to do that too. See, I was fine. And then I imagined the shit that they've done to me. And I fucking get livid, блядь. This motherfucker needs to be taken back because he doesn't learn his lesson. Let me see the monster.
I'm livid as fuck. I don't want to go back there, but I should.
He keeps saying, I don't want to go back. Sam, you're scared of going back there. That's not what I would like to hear from you. That's not what I would like for you to feel. It's a wrong feeling. It's an ineffective feeling. It's not effective. It's destructive feeling because you need to want to go back.
And prove that I can be there.
Yes, and prove you can love him.
Until they throw me out.
Скажи, блин, came in, now he wants to see how your brain works. Anyway, this is good. This is not easy. It's not easy. Psychiatrists would be out of work if this was easy. And psychologists, they don't do this shit. Oh, they do screaming therapy, punching pillows. No, it's not the pillow you gotta punch. And that's not the mirror you gotta scream at. Yeah, scream at the mirror. I tried that. That's gonna get you all worked up. Anyway, we'll be back.